So if you guys are not aware, Snowbreak is they plan to replace all the male logistics officers with female ones. So that means no more dude in the logistics. It might not affect global depending on the player sentiment. So I wonder why, right? Because here's the truth, right? So for those of you who are not aware, the logistics are basically like relics that you equip, alright? It's not even a character. We're not talking about the characters here. We're talking about the logistics, which is very, very weird, right? So apparently they are planning to do this, which, I mean, to be fair, there's also pictures going on, and I can see the sentiment. The change was going to be with the stats. But yeah, but it feels like right now, dude is extinct. So this website, snowbreak.gg. Let me see a little bit. So official CN Snowbreak social media released a post detailing a very interesting change to the game. A plan to eventually remove all male logistics officers and eventually replace them with female equivalents. Okay? This plan is slated to begin in the next update, version 1.7, and finish over the duration of version 1.8. It will start with the highest rarity orange tier logistics sets and gradually trickle down to the lowest rarity ones, as well as these changes had also meant that some recently released sets were specifically modified to not have male characters present. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the logistics, right? So these are some of the logistics. So Snowbreak has a very unique logistic concept. So in most games that you play, like Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, a lot of games that you play, right? Those relics or artifacts kind of thing. Usually you need 2-piece, and then you can do 2-piece, and then you can do 4-piece for a full set. But Snowbreak is a bit different. You need 3-piece. Very odd number, right? But you can see, for example, this one for Amano Iwano squad. So this is the logistics, right? That you can equip. So this one is a for this particular set. I forgot what this set does. Did it mention right here? But you can see the picture. It's just a picture of the logistics. It's something that you equip. You don't even engage with them. You know, they don't even do anything. But yeah, this one is going to be extremely different. 3 is just like Honkai Impacted. Oh yeah, Honkai Impacted also have that. Yeah, very interesting. There are some dudes here and there. Is this a dude arrow? No, this is a waifu. If you look at it, most of it is... There are some guys, right? But you don't really see much. I think this one is a guy, Visvemi from Brahma Squad. But this is a low rarity. This is a 3-star, I believe. So yeah, this dude is no longer... This dude is no longer going to be there. It's going to be replaced. This dude, out. Okay, what else? Who else is gonna get removed? Rishi, is Rishi a dude? Huh? Dude, out, gone. Alright, he's no longer there. There's not many dudes actually, if you think about it. Like this one is all female. Crow's Eye. Yep. Oh, this one has one dude here, Kurt. Oh, 2 dudes. Silver Arm is a dude as well. Oh wait, this is a waifu, never mind. Fuboku. Okay, they are going to slowly replace all of these with gender band versions. The devs don't want the situation of Girls Frontline 2 in Snowbreak? Perhaps. So let's see. I don't generally like to get into real world happenings, but if I were to hazard a guess as to why these changes are being implemented, it would be because of the CN gacha player base as a whole. So the reason why they are doing this is because of the CN gacha player base. While this doesn't apply to everyone in that demographic, obviously, there's been a trend among CN players towards being very critical of anything that might potentially usurp their role as the main character of the games they play. This has led to certain very high-profile scandals in the CN gacha industry, reaching its current boiling point where the slogan No playable males in the games. No male in the games has begun widespread circulation on CN forums like NGA. If you were wondering why some of the Chensing's story text was changed not too long ago, it was likely because of this as well, as the changes downplayed her friendship with Cyrus. This happened to Azul Promilia? Definitely. It did happen to Azul Promilia as well, even though those was NPCs. So no dudes, even not, but these are not even characters, these are logistics. It's like things that you equip, right? It's easy to point fingers at game developers for craving or caving to the pressure, but you do have to remember that the CN market is arguably the biggest market in the world. Okay, there's a lot of money to be made, and many live service games released from there heavily depend on the CN revenue to stay afloat. While I can't confirm it specifically, the CN Snowbreak community was putting on pressure for changes like this. It's hard to blame Season for wanting to steer clear of any potential drama in advance. And I think CN did the right thing. I mean Season did the right thing to avoid drama. Can you guys imagine Snowbreak drama? Nobody wants. So yeah. However, these changes have not been confirmed for global servers. And Season Contact specifically informed me that these changes may not come to global servers based on community sentiment. I'm led to believe that they will be closely monitoring the global player base to determine whether or not to implement these changes in the future. Do global players care about having dudes in their game? I think not really, right? Global players don't really care. It's usually the CN players that care. Global players love dudes, right? So I think that there's that different sentiment altogether. Insecure, they don't want any dudes in their games. Definitely. No dudes allowed. And you know what? I think, if Season has to please them a little bit, I guess it is what it is. But it's going to be a little bit weird because they have two different versions, right? So one, I'm guessing the logistics that appear, the new ones that they will be introduced, won't get affected. Those are just going to be straight up just all females, right? It's more about modifying the old ones. We received feedback from the community and conducted in-depth discussions about the different preferences of the players. Therefore, we have decided to adjust and remake some members of the logistics squads. Oh. Some of you may have seen the notice in-game implying that the decision has already been made. I've reached out to Season and gotten their assurance that this is not the case. They stated that they're still monitoring the community response, citing a desire to respect the global player base. So if you guys are not aware, right, Snowbreak used to have a male character. I want to see if I can find that and show it to you guys, because that was pretty cool. And that was during the beta, right? And then they removed it as well. Afterwards, they removed it eventually. Okay, here, I found it. It's called Ling Yi. Okay? So they got no choice but to remove this male character afterwards. This is during the CBT. I was wondering what happened to this dude. There was one or two dudes, right? Ooh, dude in the game. Wow. So they removed this dude entirely. No more dude. Not a single dude in the game, right? Remove the dude? Yes. So they removed the dude, now they remove the male logistics. So this is actually Snowbreak's male character. I think he's the only one. He's like the only male character during the beta. And he got removed. So yeah, Season has to please the good call. What is it? Let me see his ability. Is there an ability? I think they don't have the ultimate animation ability yet. Huh. But yeah, nowadays if you play Snowbreak, it's like all waifus, right? Global players like Anderson. I'm sure some do, some probably don't really care, but it really depends. But for Nikkei as well, probably most of their players are probably from JP as well. And that's like a different player base altogether. Oh, this is the ultimate. Wow, it's a whip. Wow. So yeah, Snowbreak used to have male characters. They're removing it, so now they're removing logistics as well. Pretty interesting, but I guess to cater to the CN players generally.